Hello Aries, welcome to your mid to end June 2019 love reading. Aries, thank you for being so patient. I'm sorry that this took me a bit to get out to you guys. I was traveling this weekend and I just wanted to be in the right energy for you guys, and I've been fully rested, meditated, so I'm ready for you guys. I'm excited. There's a few things I just want to go over before I get into the reading. One thing is that I am holding a contest currently. You have a chance to enter to win a free personal reading with me. Just look in the description box of this video so you can check out how you can enter for a free reading. Also, I created a new Instagram page for my channel, so check out the description box for that link, and I've also posted my personal Instagram as well, so go support your girl Mermaid Scales and follow me on Instagram as well. So let's get started on the basics of how to interpret this reading. This is going to be a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Aries. This is a very general reading, so there's a lot of people born under these signs, okay, and it's unfortunately I can't read for every single Aries in the world. Messages are said for those who need to hear them, so I prioritize by what my guides and my intuition tells me to say, because these are the messages that need to be heard the most. Only take what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, then the message is not for you. I would like to say that energies are interchangeable, so cross-watchers, you're very welcome here as well if you're involved with an Aries. So, you know, I'm going to be saying Aries a lot because it is an Aries reading, but if you feel like that scenario resonated vice versa for you, then take it how it resonates, okay? And that goes for you too, Aries. So, as well, remember that we all have masculine and feminine energies, so you're going to be hearing me say in the video, oh, you know, the feminines or the masculines. So whatever you resonate with the most, whether that's a masculine energy or a feminine energy, then take what resonates again. If this doesn't resonate with you, Aries, I recommend watching your Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, because depending on the planetary placements in the sky and throughout the year, those signs may resonate with you more than your sun sign. I think that's about it. So Aries, I wanted to say I'm starting with you guys first, and this is why. Because I literally woke up this morning remembering my dream of doing Aries readings. So to me, that really indicates that either someone's been waiting for this message, Aries. I don't know if it's you or if it's cross-watchers. Someone needs to hear this. And so I prioritize that from my dream waking up doing Aries reading. That's what I'm going to start off with. So let's get started. So this is going to be a spread about how the person you're thinking of, Aries, whoever you thought of when you clicked on this channel, how they feel about you, what they think about you, what they like about the relationship, what they don't like about the relationship. You guys could be in a relationship, you guys could be in no communication. This is just who you think of when you click on this video, right? And, you know, if you're curious about how they feel about you and what they like about you and what they don't like about you, and how, you know, what their highest hopes and deepest fears for the relationship is, that's what this reading is going to pertain to. Also, when I was getting into your energy, Aries, I saw a purple diamond. So to me, intuitively, purple is a color of metaphysical, royal, crown chakra associated awakening, right? And really psychic and really intuitive. And a diamond to me is a very beautiful stone, right? And it's a stone that's made under pressure for a very long time, constant pressure, until it finally forms, right? So I think this month of June, or by the end of June, you're going to gain a lot of clarity in a situation. I have the feeling for some of you that you've been waiting on someone, or someone's been waiting on you. And like I said, this could be for any relationship, but I'm really picking on a heavy feeling that some of you Aries may not be in communication with this person, or cross-watcher may not be in communication with Aries. And one of you is waiting on each other. And I think for the mid to end of June, that clarity is finally going to be coming to you, Aries. Whether the situation you were waiting on someone particularly regarding, you know, how they feel about you, or whether it's something you just needed to know a bit more before you made that move, or vice versa for crosswatcher, I think that is coming to you in the end of the month of June. And Whether you're going to make that move at the end of the month or in the beginning of July, we'll have to see. But I really think you're going to, you know, this has been thought of for a long time. It's been a lot of energies I've been putting into manifesting this moment. And I think it's finally coming. And that diamond that's going to come out of the dirt, that's going to come out of the ground, that's come out of, you know, just a lot of work being put into it. It's finally going to form. It's finally going to shine. And you're finally going to have that realization. But let's see what the cards have to say, okay? Angels, spirits, and guides, please provide a card to start off the reading for Aries. The middle of June to the end of June for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please provide a card to get started for the mid-June to end of June 2019 love reading for Aries. Please provide the first card to just get started with Aries reading of how they feel about Aries. Yeah, so the reason for the fact that it's taking so long for a card to pop out, it shows that there has been a lot of thought and there might not be very much communication with you guys right now. But that's only for some of you, again, not everyone. All right, Aries. So, yeah. There has definitely been some distance between you two, whether that's physically or whether that's energetically or communication-wise. There hasn't been much that I'm seeing here. But this person definitely has feelings for you. That's very strong soul connection here. And I'm saying that because we got the Lovers. So let me go over the signs that we have currently on the board. May mean something to you, may not. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Geminis here. We have Aquarius and Aries. You could be dealing with another Aries. We have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. We have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, and again Aries is here. And we have some more Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So a lot of air, a lot of fire, specifically a lot of Aries. So this could be your energy coming very prominently in the reading, Aries, or you could be dealing with someone else that is either an Aries or has a lot of Aries in their chart. And a few, you know, air signs, specifically Aquarius and Gemini. So let's get into the reading. Okay, so how they feel about you, we have the Knight of Wands. So Aries, there's a few things I'm picking up from this, okay? One thing I'm picking up is that there's definitely distance between the two of you. Like I said, it could be physical. You guys could live in different countries. You could live hours away. You can live in the same country but on the other side. Or it could be that you guys aren't really in communication right now. Maybe something happened where a different interest caught someone's eye, not really sure, or that, you know, maybe one felt that there wasn't enough to keep it going, so the connection just kind of ended. But if that was the case, Aries, where there's just distance between you guys and there's no communication, they want you to come back in just as soon as you left, or vice versa, whatever resonates with Crosswatcher, okay? They have you on their mind. They feel like the connection between you guys is very hot and cold. It's always, you know, something, when it's on, it's really steamy, it's really passionate, it's really, you know, fulfilling. But when it's, you know, out, when it's done, it's cold. As if, you know, it was just a very fleeting kind of moment for the both of you. And they feel like this, you or Crosswatcher, however you feel, Aries, is just in and out of your guys' life. Like, you guys could be really talking or hooking up or, you know, meeting up with each other for a couple months and then it goes dead for a couple months, or, you know, weeks or days. You know, time doesn't really matter with this. The main message I'm getting for this is that it's very hot and cold, on and off. But when you do leave Aries, they feel like they start missing your attention, they start missing your passion, they just start missing, I'm getting just a lot of, when you guys are together, it's as if they feel like there's so much abundance around them, like you are the one that's carrying them away into this fantasy of what they idealize as love being. And when you're gone, it's just as if, not that there's nothing there, but as if, you know, they just are hungry for that again, Aries. They want faster movement with you. They feel like, you know, when you guys do connect, it's very passionate, and they crave that passion from you, Aries. But they want it to last longer than what it's been lasting lately. They don't want it to be fleeting. They don't want it to just be, you know, a couple week, couple month thing and then for you to leave back out of their lives. They want to have something solid with you. They feel a lot of passion for you, Aries. But, and it's very easily, Aries, this could be vice versa too. You could feel a lot of passion for them. They, cross-watcher, or the person that's on your mind, could be in and out of your life, just leaving you feeling like, I know they're going to come back again. I know we're going to reconnect again. But I also know that it's just going to be connection and then it's going to be gone. So whatever reason that is, Aries, I think it's either because they're not really ready to commit, or you're not ready, they feel like you're not really ready to commit yet. You have a choice. Maybe some of you guys have just been, you're more interested in maybe being single, experiencing things before you really settle down. Maybe you guys want to travel more. Maybe you guys are in school, or you're focusing on your job, or you're just trying to rise the ranks of that before you really get intimate and secure with someone. Because I know I'm getting the feeling for some of you guys, it's like once you finally are ready to, you know, settle down, or maybe vice versa for cross-watcher, then they're going to be like, okay, then I'm going to be settled down and it's not going to be an in and out thing. But until then, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to, you know, get the scope of things and really feel out who's down for me and who I'm down for before I really start committing. But what they feel is a lot of passion, but they do feel like it's come and go. And it's fast moving. It's fast in, it's fast out. All right. And what they think of you, we have the Lovers here. Okay. So, Aries, you could have Gemini in your chart, or you could be dealing with the Gemini, or the person, could have Gemini in their chart. Hold on. Someone taught me this little focusing trick. Okay. Perfect. Anyway, so this is what I'm getting with this, is that they think that you guys have a deep soul connection. And whether that's, you know, a soulmate, a karmic bond, or even up to twin flame, they feel a very deep connection with you, Aries. And they know that something's been there that has been, you know, divinely guided. We see Cupid up there, that there was a purpose for you guys meeting, and there was a purpose to have each other in your lives. But I'm getting that feeling again, that they think maybe you have a decision to make, whether you want to stay within their lives or leave again, or if you're ready to really commit to them in a relationship. Some of them are, I'm getting for some of the, you know, significant others that are on your mind, or cross-watchers, whoever, they really want something serious with you, Aries, because they feel this deep soul connection. But they know that this is a big choice you're going to have to make. And it's not going to be an easy one. You are trying to choose what is right and what is giving into your temptation. So this is what I mean. What I mean is that you're trying to make a head or a heart decision. And with the Lovers, it's kind of like what my guides are telling me, is that you need to go with your heart, Aries. Maybe some of you have been, you know, single for a while, been hooking up with other people, but your heart, you know, as much as you want to move on, mentally away from, you know, this connection you have with this person, your heart just can't let go. And that's why maybe you come in and out of their lives, or they come in and out of your lives. Like, they try to be like, okay, you know, back to the playing field, back to my career, back to my, you know, project, whatever project they may be involved with that they just want to get ahead and on top of. And they don't think that they want to focus on love, but their heart is telling them elsewise. Another thing I meant by the whole temptation thing, and again, this isn't for every Aries, and so take what resonates. There's groups of you I pick up on, right, throughout the whole reading, because there's so many Aries. So some messages are for some, other messages are not. Anyway, I think Aries, either you or Crosswatcher or whoever you're dealing with, they think that either you or they need to make a choice of, they don't want to hurt you, or vice versa, right? You don't want to hurt them. So before you make a decision to really commit in a relationship, you want to make sure that there's no, how would I say this? Vices that can still tempt you within the relationship. So, you know, as quick as that passion comes in, will it stay? Will it be consistent? Or will there be, you know, a very tempting offer down the road, whether that's another person that sparks your interest, whether that's another passion, another, you know, some of you, I do crave this need for freedom and need for space. And some people, when they love someone, it's like they hold tight, and that's not what you want in this relationship. But you realize that being part of a relationship, you have to give you can't have complete and total freedom. What makes a partnership is equal balance, equal share, equal give and take. So it's a big decision what you're making right now, is whether you want to listen to your mind or listen to your heart. And you don't want to hurt anyone. So maybe before it was easier just coming in and out of their lives thinking like, well, I'm not fully committing, or, you know, could be Crosswatcher, a person of interest as well. I'm not, you know, fully committing to Aries, so it's not, you know, an issue where they think it's, you know, we're not even dating on that level, so they shouldn't take it that way. But you are hurt when that happens. You are hurt when it's just in and out, because you feel such a deep connection to them, okay? It's strong. And the reason why I'm also pointing out how fast things are going, it's like we have the Knight of Swords here. So very quickly, do they want you to make the decision, or think that you have a decision to make about this? Because they want you all to themselves, Aries. They want you, and they want to, I'm getting for some of you, again, this is not for all of you, and Crosswatchers, same goes to you, that they really want to, I wouldn't say tame that, you know, very freedom spirit you have of going in and out, but they want compromise to where you will be comfortable with being in a relationship without wanting to leave again. They want to tame that, you know, that, I wouldn't say wandering eye, but constant differences of interest. They feel like they want this so bad, and they want this to get going. They want it to get moving fast. And they want it to be known. Maybe they were waiting for you guys to become committed so they can post a status on Facebook or what have you. But and maybe there's also a lot of other people that have their eye on you, Aries. Maybe you have multiple offers, or maybe they see that a lot of people maybe flirt with you on Instagram or Facebook, or when you guys go out, a lot of people give you attention, and they want to be the one that's like, I have Aries, Aries is mine, and you're gonna know about it. I mean, I don't know, that's for some of you again. But this is very fast movement that they want. They want you to make up your mind so this can get going. Or, you know, Aries, for those of you that resonates vice versa, you want them to make up their mind. You want them to have that clarity so things can finally get going, so you can be in control and you can have this relationship going where you finally have been waiting for it to go. So what they like about you, we have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is an Aries energy, right? And I read the cards intuitively, right? Just like I read, you know, I know the traditional meanings of the tarot cards, but if anything, I know that tarot is more than just knowing the classical information of, you know, each card. They see this fire between you guys. They know that even maybe when you're out in public and you guys aren't formally or dating, right, or in a serious relationship, some of you are, so this message is not for you if you are, okay? But they know that, like, even when you guys are out with friends and you're out with having drinks, or you're at a party, or you're hanging out, everyone sees the connection that you guys have, even if you're trying to make it look casual, right? But under the table, you know, she's reaching her leg out, kind of playing footsie. Like, I kind of get, for some of you guys, it's really that relationship where it's like almost as if you guys want to make it look like you're just friends, but everyone sees that connection and you guys know you have that connection. But I don't know, maybe the person you're involved with is in a relationship, or you're in a relationship, or it could be that, yeah, one of you is just not ready to commit yet, but you can't deny this strong connection between the two of you. But they like that once, you know, you set your eyes on something, you make it known. They like how, let's say, in those circumstances, they know that when you like them, it's pretty apparent, right? Aries, I'm getting some of you can show your demonstration very clearly, whether you like kind of touch their leg while you're talking to them, like under the table, or whether it is like a game of footsie, or like you know, vaguely you whisper something in their ear that, you know, turns them on, kind of thing. They really like that. And they like that you're a pursuer. They, you know, that's especially for the feminines I'm picking up on. You guys are very confident and strong in who you are and what you want, and you get what you want. I'm getting that strongly. And for the masculines, I'm getting that you attract that attention very strongly from other feminines kind of energy. Like, usually the feminine energy is really like magnetizing, right? Like, they draw in. But you masculines are the few ones that get the feminines to perceive you. That's what I'm strongly picking up on. But regardless, they like when you make your decision and you go for it, you know, and you're not afraid to, you know, kind of flirt with them or let them know that you're into them. And that's what they really like about you. What they don't like about you, Aries, the Fool, here's your energy, okay? Coming up clear, coming up strong. This is also Aquarian energy as well. You could have Aquarius in your chart, or Aquarius in your chart, or you know. Anyway, they don't like it that, you know, you're just as easily in as you could be easily out. Or they feel like maybe you're like, hey, well, I do have feelings for them just because I'm not constantly texting them, just because I'm not constantly hitting them up. You know, that doesn't mean I'm not into them. I just need that time. I need that space. But that's what they don't like, Aries. They want you to constantly, I mean, not maybe constantly, but they want you to text them every day asking how they're doing. They want you to call them. They want you to hang out with them consistently every weekend. And they don't want like any, I'm not saying that they feel like you're deceptive, Aries, but they can't help but think the way you're in and out, or vice versa. Maybe Aries, you feel like, you know, they're in and out with your life. Take what resonates, right? This is very general. They feel like there's something deceptive about it, even if you're not trying to be deceptive, even if you are being honest, like, hey, I'm taking this trip, or I'm not going to hit you up for a while, I have a lot of work to do. You know, you're putting it out there like that, but they can't help but be like, well, if you really have feelings for me, if you're really down for me like that, then why would you want to need to have space from me, pack up and go for a few weeks at a time, few days, few months, whatever it is. I feel like you're moving on and you're just starting new. Some of them, it's like, I feel like they just feel like every time with you, Aries, as if they have to start new. Like when you come back in their lives, or Aries, you could feel like this too with the cross watcher. It's like, okay, now we have to restart this connection, restart the conversation. Yeah, I'm doing fine with my life. I got this promotion. Like, it's almost as if like they feel like they should have known all this about you and not have to wait a long time for that realization to come up. And they feel, again, this is what they don't like about you with the position of the spread. You're very quick to like, I'm just getting for some of you guys, it's like they can't, they're almost yearning for your communication, yearning for that. Because when, I don't want to say you have them on all fours, Aries, but it's almost as if when you're back in their life, or vice versa, Aries, when they're back in your life, you're ready to do it all for them. You're ready to show them, you know, you want to get this going, get the commitment, you know, into sparks again, get the sparks flying, get it going again. But then just as quickly with the Knight of Swords movement card, you are just as out, and they don't like that. Or Aries again, vice versa, take what resonates, okay? So what they like the most about the relationship that you guys have between each other is the Queen of Swords. So this is very interesting in this position as well, because I'm getting the fact that, you know, some of them, they do admire you for your independence. They do admire you for standing in what you believe in and speaking your truth. That's why I was picking up some of that feeling. It's like, yeah, I tell them when I'm leaving. I'm telling them when I'm going to be busy, so I don't get why that, but they do like how independent you are. They like how strong you are. But the thing is that they will also be strong for you because they know how you are, or vice versa. Again, take what resonates only. They like how, as much as it feels like they have to start something new again, they know that the relationship is strong, and they know the truth of it because they feel, and with the experience of always returning and always coming back, or you feel this way, it's like, you know, it's still going to be strong regardless. You know, even if you try to put on a front, or if they try to put on a front that, oh, you know, it didn't bother me that you left that long. I mean, look in here. There's a little tear. But they know they have to muster up that courage because they know that in order to make this relationship work, that you guys both have to be strong throughout it. Right? And communication has to be clear. And for those of you that did resonate with the message that, you know, you are clear when you have to let them know, hey, it's time for me to not necessarily go, but I'm going to be busy for a while. They you know, they appreciate that, but again, they still want it to be longer than that, Aries. And oh boy, do they think about you. They think about you a lot, but they don't want to reach out because they know or feel like you need that space. They know that you know, whether you guys are in no communication, it's like, well, I don't want to reach out. I want them to come back in so I know for sure that it's that connection's still there, even though the both of you know it is there. I think it's just a kind of a game of keeping distance and seeing who contacts first is how I'm feeling it with a lot of you guys. But I also kind of want to clarify this Queen of Swords is what they like about the most about the relationship. So let me go ahead and clarify that. Please clarify the Queen of Swords for Aries love reading, mid-June to end of June, spirits, angels, and guides. Please clarify the Queen of Swords. Yeah, okay. So we have here the Two of Swords, which is double confirmation because that's in the spread as well. And the Sun. So also some of you could be dealing with a Leo, but I'm still getting a lot of air energy from this as well. So they like the fact that, you know, for some of you, when it's like they do feel like there's blocked off communication, you know, oh, is Aries still into me? I don't know. What should I do? I don't know what to do. Mental conflict of this. If they do reach out to you, or if you reach out to them, you give them that clarity, like, oh, happiness again. Aries is just, you know, being Aries. They need their time, they need their space, they need to get through it, or vice versa. When you have this feeling of, do they still like me? But not knowing where to go. And then all of a sudden, you know, Queen of Swords comes in, gives the truth, nothing but the truth, being like, I was just busy, I was just doing my thing. That brings the clarity up, that brings the happiness again. It reaffirms that love is still there. But I just can't help but have this really deep feeling that both of you know it's there. But because this no communication, or this like distance happens so often, it's just you go teeter-tottering from conflict to clarity, conflict to clarity, conflict to clarity. And what they don't like about the relationship, we have the Four of Pentacles. So there's a few things I'm getting from this, Aries. For some of you, it's like the fire's still there. They feel, like I said, they feel that passion. But they're feeling a bit discontent with the movement of how this is going. They're feeling either that you're disinterested from it, or that you feel that they're disinterested from it. But one of you still watches the other. Let me say, in those times when it's cold, right? When you guys aren't talking, or you guys aren't hooking up, or you're not hanging out, one of you is still watching the other, definitely, whether it's through social media, through, talking to other friends and being like, oh, have you heard from Aries in a bit? Like, oh yeah, they're just still working and stuff. Whether it's through family, maybe you guys are family friends, or friends. I'm getting co-workers. Some of you could be working, but that's for a small amount of you that are co-workers. But they're not feeling content where it is. They have the support, I guess. Look, it's like a woven kind of lawn chair, so it's not like stone, right? But, and they know, the fire is there, but they can't help but feel like you're disinterested, or it's just like they want more with it. They want to hold on to this, but feel like you don't. Or feel like once it does get stable, once, that connection is there, then one of the two of you get disinterested, and then it's let go of again. But they want to hold on to this. That's the thing. They are just unsure if you do. But I feel like you do, Aries, but again, it's just like you want that independence, so there has to be some sort of compromise here. I'm getting for the cross-watcher, or the person of interest, it's not so much that they're the ones that are like you, that like to venture out to pursue new things, that are like, okay, I'm just gonna take my time, I'll hit you up later, and it turns out to be days or whatever, weeks, and still like reconnect like nothing happened. But I mean, for the feminine energies I'm picking up on, for the feminine Aries, they really like your lingerie choices. They think you have really sexy lingerie, and they like undressing you with it. I'm just getting that very strongly. Okay, not sure why, but yeah. Anyway, that's what they don't like about the relationship. What they're hoping for the most is the Tower. They're hoping for a spark of realization from you. This is what I'm getting intuitively, okay? A spark of realization that you guys have this strong connection. You guys have this really strong soul connection. And that finally, you're going to stop dealing maybe with other people, or interested in different things. And it's going to come to you in a sudden outburst. Oh, by the way, the Tower is a very sexual energy as well, with it being ruled by Mars. And that you guys are just going to seal the deal, okay? Like, I'm getting that a lot of you guys have a lot of like makeup sex during these times when you guys go through like no communication, and it's on and hot again. Then the sex is really hot, really passionate. Others of you that I am picking up on that could, like I said earlier, that were involved. Maybe you guys are also talking to someone else, or that you're involved with someone else, or vice versa for cross watchers involved with someone else. That third party is going to be ended, or the other options, if it's not a committed relationship, other options will be eliminated, and you will notice, or they will notice, that they are the one for you. For the masculine Aries, I'm picking up on, you have a really nice body. Maybe some of you have a six-pack. Some of you have chest and arms. And that you pick up, you know, your feminine or your counterpart during sex, and they love that, okay? And they just want this to get going quickly, right? They want the spark of realization to happen soon and to happen fast, so this can get going somewhere. And their deepest fear is still, you know, this conflict of wanting to give your love, but then, you know, backpedaling, and wanting to provide this stability, but then being interested in something else. They don't want to continue with this conflict. They want it, you know, this decision to be made and to be clear, so then this can finally blossom, this can finally grow. In the Knight of Wands card, it's kind of buried under there now. There's a lot of wheat around them in the picture. They've been dreaming of this abundance with you, Aries. But they don't want this conflict to happen anymore. They want you, when they pursue you, when they hit you up, they want you to, you know, accept it and then continue with it. Or vice versa, Aries. When you hit them up, you want them to accept it and continue it. But this is in their deepest fears. But again, since it's a general reading, take it how it resonates. Alright, Aries, so we're going to go ahead and pull 2 cards from the Romance Angels deck. One's going to be the energy that the person you have on your mind has about the relationship and what they want to communicate energetically. And the other card's going to be a message from Spirit and what Spirit has to say about this connection, okay? So please provide a card for the person Aries has on their mind, or cross-watcher. What do they want to say to Aries, or what energy are they sending out to Aries? What energies do they want to send out to Aries? What energies do they want to send out to Aries? I mean, I think it's just such a strong connection between the two of you. They just, you or them, want to free yourself. So it's time to take control of your life. So yeah, free yourself of what I'm getting of this conflict. Free yourself of, you know, not knowing what to do, how to pursue, how to get out of that gate of mental going back and forth, of not being sure what to do, what choice to make of your mind and your heart. But free yourself so you can finally pursue and go after that opportunity. Sorry, Aries, my camera died. But going after that opportunity, they want you to free yourself from this conflict, is what I'm intuitively picking up strongly. Maybe it's like Aries, they're unsure, they want to free themselves of this conflict. Maybe, you know, if this whole thing resonates the other way, it's like they want to free themselves from this going back. Does Aries really dig me? Does Aries not dig me? I can't decide because it's so hot and cold all the time. And you know, I am going to clarify this one card just to get a little bit more clarity of this too. Please clarify the free yourself card for person of interest, feelings. Yeah. Okay, so some of you definitely could be dealing with a Leo, but they want the strength. They want to get the courage to conquer their inner beast of insecurity, of doubt with this relationship, free themselves of that, you know, gate that's limiting them of, you know, should I pursue Aries, should I not? I don't know if Aries is feeling me. They want to finally gate that strength to free themselves from that, or want you to gain that strength to free yourself from that, you know, thinking, to gain that clarity, because your guys' connection is strong. Strong connection, okay? They feel it, you feel it strongly. And for others of you, sorry, super quickly, of those of you who are involved with other people, they want you to free yourself from that tie, to gain the strength, to cut that tie off, whether it's a third party or you just have multiple options, so you can go ahead and pursue this connection that you guys have. That was a bit of a mini download for some of you. And what's the advice from Spirit? What does Spirit have to say about this relationship, this connection? Ooh. Okay, so we have 3 cards here. So we have let go of control issues, unrequited love, and this could be the one. So Aries or cross-watcher, whoever's watching this is the conflict, right? This is the 2 of Swords. Of, I don't know if I should really connect or be down with them. I don't want to break their heart in case I do have other pursuits, in case I do want to go about this, but I do feel like this could be the one. It's this back and forth. It's like, or maybe it's like, well, I don't know if I should pursue Aries, or Aries saying, I don't know if I should pursue cross-watcher because it feels like, you know, they aren't going to return that love. They're not interested, but I just can't help but feel that that's not the case because this is so strong. This could be the one, and that's what Spirit's saying, is that you both are playing this, you know, seesaw of a game of unrequited love, and this could be the one, going back and forth because one or both of you are just not making that final step to pursue it. And it's because you're trying, you or the cross-watcher is just having too much control. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Whether it's, I don't think it's so much, I'm not picking up so much on mind games, but it's like trying to control your actions so you don't give off the wrong message, or trying to control how you feel and be like, oh, well, you know, I'm not ready to commit, or I'm not ready to commit to Aries, or Aries is saying I'm not ready to commit down now, but Spirit feels like, let this unfold naturally. And once it unfolds naturally, it's going to be a beautiful opening. It's finally, you're going to gain that clarity once you let go of that mental conflict, which, and from my vision of the purple diamond, I do believe you're finally going to have that decision making. It's finally going to be made where you'll free yourself to let this grow instead of going back and forth between these 2. Let go of that need to be right, or let go of that need to have something be proven to you in order to make the move. I'm just getting strongly, there's just such a strong connection here, but it's almost this cat and mouse game. Alright, Aries, that was your love reading for mid to end of June 2019. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if that resonated with you. And again, check out the description box for the details of how to win a free reading with me, with also my Instagram links in the description box as well to go out and support me. Thank you so much, Aries. Take care.